Alright guys, we're doing a bit of a different video today. Please don't mind the mess in my room. I'm just doing this kind of off the top of my head here. But I just had a great idea for a video. Why don't I do a sort of a miniature tour? So I guess we'll start with my desk. As you can see right now, this is the desk that I paint all my miniatures on. So I guess we will start over here. So to begin with, these are extra sprues that I have, and this is like a temporary organization. But over here we've got tactical squad stuff, and like this is just like horse heresy basically, except for like these two Death Watch veteran sprues. This is the extras from an Age of Darkness box, and a couple other things. I'm basically just gonna clip this all into my bits box, but usually this is a lot more clean. I've got all my instruction booklets over here. Here is Treebeard, because my mom likes Merry and Pippin, and it's her birthday soon, so I bought Treebeard. You already saw him. He's just in the middle of drying, actually, right now. Here he is. Yeah. Here he is for now. I will probably do a video on how I painted him. His head is still drying there. But, yeah. So for right now, actually, this is the desk right now. This is organized chaos. I have bits over here from building stuff. I've got all my paints over there, roughly. I've got my TV here. Hello. It's nasty. I need to clean it, but, you know, it's not that bad. So here we have some painted miniatures. And these are some older veterans. I think I showed them in my Ultramarine video. These are some older veterans that I kit bashed out. And I recently actually finished painting this squad with this guy here. I think this may have also been in the video. Maybe not. But it's definitely in an Instagram post. Link in description. Yeah. So here he is. He's pretty cool. I like the new white that I did. You know, here's a sergeant of a squad. I think it's Seekers. And then I just recently, the other day, finished a 10-man squad of assault intercessors. Very rough paint jobs, but still to a standard that I'm happy with. You can see I highlighted all the black and all the pouches and everything. Very stark highlights on the pouches just to make sure all those scratches come out. And the sergeant I painted before them, right? We got Merry and Pippin here. And then I got my 2 paint pile. So we got a couple things. Okay, first of all, the reason that these are here is because I am going to do the basing. So as you can see, the vast majority of these guys do not have sand or paint on their bases. That is because I don't have Mechanicus Standard Gray enough to paint all of the bases that I'm going to be painting, and I'm going to save a little bit of money for a while. So we're just gonna save up some bases to paint. We'll do a big ol' base video sometime. Anyway, so over here we have my to paint next pile. So the next thing to paint, contrary to what you see here, is actually these Devastators, which I kit bashed out of some spare parts and the old Devastator kit. I say old, it's like 2018. 2018 was like 7 years ago now, but you know. And then we got like the cables and stuff are kind of rough, but you know, I got the power pack there. We got the sergeant, las cannon, plasma cannon, grav cannon, and a regular bolter wielding dude. And then over here we have my which one is this? This is the 4th Company chaplain. It's just the Indomitus chaplain, who is white for no reason. Definitely been primed. And then same with this guy. except I added a couple stuff on to him. And this is the First Company chaplain. And then we got a Black Templar's chaplain that I kit bashed out quite a while ago now, so he's just got a black base coat there. And then the next thing I'm going to paint after the Devastators there is the Invictorious Suzerain squad I have here. So I've done a couple things with this squad, but that'll be a different video, probably for when I paint them up. Moving on, we have, this is the backlog. I haven't cleaned this up because I've just been busy painting. And so this is the old librarian for the 5th Company. Kind of a shitty kit bash, kind of a shitty paint job. I didn't really enjoy this model that much. It was really quick. And I think I can paint blue better, and I think I can paint faces better, so I'm just going to do better on that one. And this is a great kit bash, but this honestly is not captain material. So this used to be the 5th Company captain, and I'll show the 5th Company captain in a minute. But before, first, I actually have this Terminator here, and I'm not sure what to do with him. I think I had a suggestion of Sword and Shield, but I still do not know what to do with him. So as you can see, when I'm painting, the paints are just all out, so... Moving on, over here we have my dresser, which I'm going to try not to show too much of because it's my dresser. So here we have a gift model that I painted up for an OG D&D player. It's a Frost Salamander. I forgot to give it to them for Christmas, so I'm going to be doing that at some point. I'm not sure when. Moving on, we have my Heresy Era Death Guard, some stuff I've made up. This is for a veteran squad, I believe. I'm gonna work out the kinks on this little kit bash at some point. He's got a power maul there. Then we've got my Apothecary with the Mark 6 Death Guard upgrade head, and then we got the Cataphractii Praetor for the Death Guard with the power maul. Just switched out the giant axe there. And we have some Grave Wardens that I kit bashed from various things here. And over here we have the the beginnings of a guard army. As you can see, I've got my ordnance batteries. I'll just take off the actual ordnance here. So here's one of my ordnance batteries, built without the front because in my custom worlds, my custom planets lore, they are a manufacturing planet, so you know. Then I have a Space Marine here who is lost from his battle brothers and he needs to reconnect, but first he's got to fight with the ordnance batteries, so he's just defending the point here. That's just kind of the story there. And then over here we have another one that's just built normally, and we've got 10 Kriegsmen and we have 10 Kasserkin. And over here we have a singular Plague Marine. I'm going to paint it up eventually. I'm not sure if this is going to become an army, so I'm just kind of thinking on that. And then we have my Black Templar's Apothecary, just kit bashed here. And we have a 5-man Hellblaster squad. Here, I'll just move that guy out of the way. 5-man Hellblaster squad, all kit bashed and looking quite spicy. Oh, and one more thing. We have a Red Scorpions Lieutenant that I kit bashed. So I got a hold of some of these Red Scorpions shoulder pads second hand, so I'm going to... I already have one. You'll see it in a minute, so yeah. Okay, moving on. You're gonna have to forgive the mess if you see the rest of my room, because yeah. But here we have basically my Ultramarines backlog. They get their own table to themselves. So as you can see, everything's labeled, and I guess we'll just go through it. So here we have the rest of the third company. This should be these couple squads here. We have an assault squad and what are they called? I've done this in another video. I swear to God, I can't remember their names. And we have the a firstborn Infernus squad here, and then we have the 5th company with their command squad here. This is the captain. Like I said earlier, this would be the replacement for the other guy, this guy right here. So yeah, obviously he's a lot bigger and more imposing and just has that giant power axe, so very, very cool. And we have a couple other miniatures here, can't speak. And yeah, couple additions here and there, cool looking heads, some kit bashes I've shown in previous videos. This is the other apothecary from that kit of 2, with the other one being the Death Guard one that I just showed off. And then we have the company Ancient with the banner from the command squad. And we have, to start off the 5th company, we have an intercessor squad, or a Primaris tactical squad, and then we have aggressors over there. So that's 5th company, and then 4th company over here. This is the librarian. I had this down because I was showing some people, but I like this miniature. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't realize I was painting flags all over him. So he's just got a couple flags there. But as for unpainted miniatures, you already saw the chaplain, but these are Vanguard veterans for my 4th company here. Sorry for the shoddy camera work. We also have a lieutenant in multiple parts, pardon the cat hair, and we have a lieutenant that I kit bashed. He's got a power axe and a bolt pistol, and we have Tech Marine and an Ancient. It's just, there's the flag, there's the Ancient there, is that guy, and yeah, and then over here we've got 1st company. Just get that guy in line. And for this we have 2 dreadnoughts. We have a Contemptor dreadnought and a Venerable dreadnought. Here we have him. Still need to add more to this guy. I'm not sure what though. So he's just over here. And then same for the other guy, but he's mostly done, I think. Yeah, I've got him in a very stark running pose. And then we have 15 Cataphractii Terminators. 3 squads of 5, so hopefully that'll be pretty cool. Moving on, we have the 2nd company, this is a blob of 2 10-man tactical squads and a despoiler squad of 10 man. And then we have a tactical support squad here and a despoiler squad, 5 men, and then Legion veterans, and then we have a 5-man intercessor squad and 5-man Legion veteran squad and another tactical support squad, and then we have 3 squads of Blade Guard veterans. Some of them are kit bashed. This guy, as you can see, he's kit bashed. He'll be in a painting video, I think. And then we have the Ancient. Also, we have the Master of the Signal I've shown off previously, which is pretty kit bash I'm pretty proud of. And then we have Titus. Pardon my peanut sneezing, my cat. And then, so Titus in his constituent parts, just waiting to get actual Lieutenant Titus. And then for the 6th company, we have the company champion, a lieutenant, a Primaris Gravis captain with the Teeth of Terra, and then we have a command squad with the Ancient. And then we have over here some sort of miscellaneous miniatures. I have this guy, which I got secondhand and finally found some good parts for him. So I've got him with the chainsword, and the chainsword can't be taken off, but I gave him this arm. And pretty cool for a veteran. And then I have Sergeant Cronus, which, funny enough, the Mark III armor he's wearing matches pretty closely with the new Mark III Tactical Squad kit, so that's alright there. And then we have a random company command squad, and I'm not even sure if these are going to be Ultramarines, but I just thought they were pretty cool. They all match pretty good. All got similar weapons. Pretty proud of this squad. And then over here we have my Imperial Knight, which I painted ages ago, so he's pretty dusty there. Same paint scheme, but again, I didn't highlight any of the gold, so it's just Reikland flesh shade over Retributor armor. Moving on, we have the bottom of the shelf, which is miscellaneous miniatures. So I have a rhino that I painted here for my custom chapter, I believe the Bloody Templars they are called, and I just sort of painted this one out. Technically batch painted it along with the chapter champion here. Pretty cool miniature. Very pleased with the paint scheme and how it turned out, but I haven't painted any miniatures of that kind since. Then we also have my Imperial Guard Command Squad. So this is the Imperial Commander there. This is the paint scheme I'm going for. It's bronze and brown, just brown fatigues and leather, because they're very down and dirty, whatever works. They've got various types of armor on, like this woman has Skitarii armor on her arm there, and she's got a robotic arm anyways, so it kind of works out. And then the gun there. So moving on, we have my very, very tiny but soon to be integrated into my Imperial Guard army. My Imperial Guard / Ultramarine Militia army is these guys. They are my Genestealer cults, and I just have a couple random sentinels for them that I got secondhand as well. So there we have it. Painted those up. And then down here, where you may find this confusing, but I don't actually like painting models like these. I just seem to get them as gifts very often, which is, I like the models, I appreciate the models. It's just very difficult to actually do well on a model like this, as you can imagine. So here's a Be'lakor the Dark Master that I am not the most pleased with the paint job on, but it does the job pretty well. Mostly it's the shiny texture that's left on him. But the base I'm really proud of, so this is very fun. He's got a Black Templar on his base, so yeah, all good there. Pretty fun. And then Mortarion, which I painted a long time ago. And then random Necron and a Scorpion, Red Scorpion there. And then moving on, we have my Black Templar army, which all mostly dry brushed, and then the yellow guns, and there's not much to say about this. This is just random Space Marines that I had lying around, mostly firstborn, so a lot of tactical Marines. I think there's almost 30 there, so. And then here we get to the good stuff. So speaking of random miniatures in my Ultramarines, this is basically what kick-started my obsession with the Horus Heresy Ultramarines. This is Remus Ventanus, the Savior of Calth. I have not read the book that he's in, nor have I read any of the Ultramarines books because I'm making my way to them. But this was a miniature I painted over the last summer, and I found it very enjoyable. definitely going to get another copy of this, do something else with it maybe. But I really like this miniature. Broke a couple times, but it's the first miniature I ever pinned, so you can obviously see where I pinned. So here we have the first company, which is almost exclusively Terminators, save for this single squad of Stern Guard veterans. So here's this is obviously from the Leviathan box set. I think I'll get another squad of these guys and actually kit bash them, because I just built them as they were because they were just too cool to not, you know. Got all kinds of random armor plates that are different colors, and I just wanted to go as patchwork and personal with their armor as possible. So as you can see, this guy here, he's got the, yeah, you get the idea. I actually got the idea for the Mark 6 helm from, I think, Chapter Master Valrak, because he had the Mark 6 helm on this guy, and I just thought that was so cool. Obviously highlighted all the gold on those, and then we have a quick squad of Terminator, like relic Terminator armor, assault squad Marines. From the 9th edition rules, there is a template for relic armor Terminators, so here they are. I think I can either run this as that or as a actual Terminator assault squad, but I did something a little different with the gold there, and I gave them brown leather, and it looks kind of dumb, but I think they're cool. And here's another guy from that squad. You can see the golden plating a little bit better there. And these are just first company, so. And then I have the Librarian from the Leviathan box set. Did not drill the gun barrels, don't know why. Guess I was too excited to paint him. I just added a couple things to him. Excuse the dust, please. But yeah, overall I'm happy with this guy. The armor I could have done a little better on, but what are you gonna do, right? And then we have the first company captain, which I've shown off before. Very pleased with his face. I actually touched it up recently and painted the eyes, but yeah. And then some other older miniatures there, and then we have the second company, which has the Infernus squad back there. So some Infernus Marines with the you can see I like to do a custom knee pad marking on them on the Space Marines I have for second company, so that's kind of their thing, but it may get forgotten at some point, don't hold me to that. And then my Apothecary Biologist, which I just love. Fabulous miniature. And then you've seen the captain, you've seen most of these miniatures. Here's the Apothecary, the regular Apothecary. Pretty cool. And oh yeah, I never showed the other lieutenant. So here is the other lieutenant. He's more of a comms officer, master of the signal type dude, except for he's obviously got some 40k bits on him, so I just run him as a 40k lieutenant. Here's my Horus Heresy Death Guard army. I think these guys are pretty cool. Took a long time to paint, pretty fiddly, but I batched them all out. I think they're pretty cool. There we go. You know, I used some 40k bits just with some stars and cut off the couple little bits there. So a lot of kit bashes, a lot of just basic Marines. I put chain swords on a lot of them. So there is chain swords, like Primaris sized chain swords on a lot of these firstborn Marines. But it's alright. They're still cool. I like the way they turned out. There's Derideo Dreadnought in the back there. I'll show that off eventually, but moving on, up here we have my third company, Ultramarines. So here we have the command squad, some squads back there. So the veteran contingent, basically, and then all over here you can see a lot of the first Age of Darkness box set and some kit bashing, and you know, just generally just a lot of miniatures. And they are almost done. Exactly what I showed you earlier is exactly what I have left to paint to finish off this entire company, other than their relegated armor and dreadnoughts, and that'll be a later thing. So, oh, you know, we ballin'. So there you have it, guys. That's basically all my miniatures. I thought I'd try a video where I'm not yapping my head off about, you know, miniatures you can't see. So there's some miniatures you can see. I didn't show off some stuff, or I didn't talk about some stuff. I glazed over a lot of things, but basically those things are going to end up being videos. And yeah, one thing is going to be that Spartan, you may have noticed, is going to be a whole video to itself, because it'll be me learning how to paint a large vehicle's interior, which I'm going to paint on that one, and hopefully that turns out all right. Means every single part of that tank is going to be in sub-assemblies. Hopefully it's the first and like one of the few times I ever do it, because it's going to be super fiddly and I'm not looking forward to it, but we're going to do it anyways. I actually haven't even assembled the quad las cannons, because I'm going to assemble them, immediately paint them, because they're also going to be into a million sub-assemblies, and they're basically miniatures of their own. Then I'm going to paint the main body, then we're going to keep going from there. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for now. I will catch you on the flip side when I am more into my Ultramarines, I guess. We're in midway of February now, the middle week of February. Yeah. And yeah, going hard on my Ultramarines. Just gotta paint this little ent here, Treebeard, and then we'll be on our way with those Devastators. Anyways, guys, catch you on the flip side.